Good morning. Welcome to Greensboro, North Carolina, home of Carolina Aircraft. I'm George Johnson, the Bonanza Man, and today we're here to look at a beautiful 1988 Bonanza F33A, November 1, 555 Whiskey. Let's take a look at this gorgeous Bonanza. November 1, 555 Whiskey has a 3-blade Super Scimitar prop, and this prop only has 40 hours since factory new. November 1, 555 Whiskey only has about 3,240 hours since factory new. This engine is a Ram I0550B 300 horsepower conversion with new nickel cylinders, and this engine only has about 40 hours since it was exchanged. The airplane is also equipped with the Shannon baffle system. It has new engine mounts, Teflon hoses, and it has the JPI EDM 700 graphic engine monitor that monitors all 6 cylinders. The paint on November 155 Whiskey is in beautiful condition. It was new in July of 2007 by Cimarron, and I would rate it at least an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. You don't see paint chips and that sort of thing, and it is beautiful colors and in beautiful condition. You'll notice that it's white overall with cork brown and blue stripes. The tail on November 1 555 Whiskey is in excellent condition. You don't see any corrosion. There are no hail pings. The airplane has stainless steel screws and fasteners. This airplane is also not impacted by the wing spar AD. It does not apply to this serial number. It has the 24-volt electrical system with approach flaps that can be extended at 154 knots indicated, and also the faster landing gear system. November 1 555 Whiskey has the large cargo door with a beautiful baggage compartment with a lot of room in it. Let's take a look. You'll notice that you have a lot of room back here, and you can put up to 270 pounds in the baggage area as long as you don't get it out of CG and overload the airplane. This airplane is equipped with the Shannon gross weight mod, so it has a 1,217 pound useful load, which means that you can put 493 pound people plus full fuel in the airplane. November 1 555 Whiskey got new seats and that sort of thing in 2004, and this has Douglas fabric seat inserts with cork brown seat trim, cork brown carpet. The seats are in excellent condition. The sidewalls are in good condition. You'll see some cracks around some of the plastic windows because that's original, and there's some wear on the pilot's carpet, but other than that the interior is in excellent condition. I would rate it about a 6.5 on a scale of 1 to 10. The headliner's in great shape, and there's plenty of room back here. I'm almost 6 feet tall, and I don't have the seat all the way back, and I've got plenty of leg room. I've got plenty of shoulder room and plenty of head room. Just very comfortable. It's almost like sitting in an easy chair. November 1 555 Whiskey has a beautiful instrument panel with upgraded Garmin Avionics and the equipment package that most people are going to want. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the panel starting on the pilot's side. Right here is your clock, and this doubles as a timer for timing approaches. And then we have your airspeed indicator. And then we have your artificial horizon, and this also houses your flight director. You'll see the flight director come up. And then we have your altimeter. On the next row we have a JPI EDM 700 graphic engine monitor to monitor all 6 of your cylinders. And then we have your 2-minute electric turn coordinator. And then we have your King KCS55A slaved HSI. Below this we have your King KN63 DME, and this has DME switching and NAV1 and NAV2 hold. To the right of this we have your vertical speed indicator. On the next row we have your autopilot. This is the King KFC 150 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI, and this autopilot also has GPS as steering, and it will shoot a fully coupled IFR approach, ILS approach, or GPS approach. Beside the autopilot is your number 2 nav indicator, and then we have an Insight strike finder, and you will notice that the strike finder is giving us an error message. We're going to try to have that repaired, but we don't list that on the spec sheet right now. Now let's look at the Avionics Stack. At the top we have your King KMA24 audio panel with your 3 light marker beacons. Below this is a Garmin 530W with WAS, and this has several different pages. This is your HSI nav page. Then we have your regular nav page. And this airplane is equipped with XM satellite weather. It has the Garmin GDL69A, so you have XM weather. And then we have terrain, and we're on the ground, so it's going to show red when it loads. And then we have your information and your satellite pages. Your number 2 navcom is a King KX155, and then we have a King KT76A transponder. Now let's take a look at the center of the panel. At the top we have your engine gauges, your manifold pressure and fuel flow, and then your RPM gauge, and you'll see the tach right now is reading 1137.4. In the center are your engine estimates, your cylinder head temperature, oil temperature, amps, and oil pressure. And on either side we have your fuel gauges for the left tank, the right tank. We have Beechcraft EGT. In the center we have a standby gyro pressure system, and this is electric, so it'll even come on the ground to give us instrument air on the ground. Even if the engine quit, we still have instrument air and could use our instruments. The airplane's equipped with a ventilation blower system. It's not air conditioned, but it puts out a lot of air to cool you off in the summertime. And you'll notice it's a great help sitting here on the ground. Now let's take a look at the pilot's control wheel. In the front we have a mic button or push to talk button. On the top we have your autopilot disconnect button and your control wheel steering button. The control wheel steering button brings up your flight director and your artificial horizon and syncs your autopilot to your flight director. In addition, it has an electric elevator trim switch. On the right hand side of the control wheel we have a map light. This puts a light in your pilot's lap, a light in the outside air temperature gauge, and a light in the compass. On the front we have another push to talk switch. This is actually for the co-pilot. We have a dual control wheel in this airplane, but in case they switch to a single control wheel, the airplane is wired so that even with a single wheel the co-pilot could reach over and push the talk button. If you want a great buy in an excellent 1988 Bonanza F33A, you need to visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina, and take a look at November 1555 Whiskey. This airplane is equipped with the King KFC 150 Autopilot Flight Director Slaved HSI system. It has a Garmin 530W with WAS, GPSS steering, and XM satellite weather. The airplane has a very low time engine and prop with only 40 hours since upgrade to the IO550B 300 horsepower engine and a new 3-blade Scimitar prop. Come visit Carolina Aircraft in Greensboro, North Carolina to see this one-of-a-kind F33A, or give us a call at 336-665-0300, and be sure to visit CarolinaAircraft.com to see this gorgeous F33A and all of our other nice Bonanzas and Barons. Have a great day.